So here's our little video of Tuff Shed garage. Turn on the light here. It's dark. This is down in Tukwila. The trusses all seem to be, at least in this garage, not complete across. They've stamped these things together. I wonder how strong that is. And the doors, these doors are just thin metal. They're not any kind of insulated thick or anything. They're probably just, basic sheet metal door. So that might be something to look into upgrading. Framing corners look like that. This happens to be on a monolithic pour, so this one has the wrap around it, not the silver backed siding. So presumably that means this can be insulated. That silver backed material on the top of the roof, I believe, is not able to be covered up by insulation and that sort of thing. Here's the track mounting the door. We have soffit vents in here that go up to the ridge vent. Ridge vent is an option, I think, in some of these. Construction looks like a typical garage. 2x4s. I don't think 2x6 is an option in the Tuff Sheds. Bolts. That bolt is missing a nut. The window is some aluminum. I don't know if vinyl is an option. What shade is that? Turn the light back on. There we go. I don't know how well sealed. It looks like there's some material in there caulking. So the window's open. So the side's been sitting out on the open for a while. It still slides okay. Another example of this seam in those 2x4s there. Screened over soffit vent holes. And your typical garage pour. No real cracks that I can see in it, so I don't know how long this has been here though. Garage apparently is 20 by 20. So we've been looking at a garage that would be this wide by 30 feet deep. So throw another 10 feet on the back of this. So wouldn't be a bad sized garage really, for the size of the yard we got. Really only one car would be parked in here, so pretty much from that cut line there over to the wall would be what I would have for storage and shop stuff. I don't know what this material is down here, extra storage they've got here on site. It's their little display board. The door is pretty cheap looking though. Turn the light off here. Here, it's just thin sheet metal. One little ding, probably. Plus, it wouldn't be much of a noise barrier if you're working inside. Door, standard, Stanley type door. Although their striker plate doesn't really screw in very well. I wonder if you could marry in a 2x4 flat. You can screw in your plates to that. Not sure if I'm crazy about the monolithic pour style or having some sort of little stem wall to build upon. That way you can survive some sort of water in here to wash out your garage without it soaking even your treated lumber. Over time, even that'll give up. So, wondered if you could put some plywood up there and kind of make some storage out of that. Not a lot of room though. Alright, next we'll go outside. It's a little rainy, so I'll try and do this without getting the camera too wet. Alright, now we're outside. Same door. Textured, it's nice looking, but it's pretty thin. I was concerned about the detail of the foundation, how they do that. And you really should have some separation between the concrete and the siding. They say it's got to be 6 inches above grade, which they've done here on the site, on a lot. We're actually at a Tuff Shed facility. But there's an obvious little ramp. My original plans are to have a 20-foot garage as wide as the whole, 20-foot wide driveway, as wide as the whole garage. But looking at this makes me think I might want to actually have a foundation instead of the monolithic pour, just so I can get a solid driveway all the way across and not be up against the siding. Get under here for the soffits. The soffit venting. Now it's kind of wet. Light on. That gets built into the soffitting we've got. Sorry for that. Our outsides are, I don't know if they just don't normally caulk these. All those seams, I think I would caulk those, even if I had to do them myself. Same with the window joints. You know, it's caulked inside, but stuff like that I like to not have water going into if I can avoid it. Top there. Probably a seam here in their siding. It's more or less like that T111 kind of stuff. Not sure what kind of siding options they have though. Have to talk with the representative a little more in depth about it. Oops, sorry about that. Put a hand over the camera. This one has the ridge vent up there. Can't really tell probably. This is their Pro series, which would be their more expensive version. It's got the overhangs for the soffits and things. Alright. That's a Tuff Shed 20 by 20 garage.